Hello, everyone. Jackie Tomlin here. Welcome to Wednesday. Now, today's read is all about cross watchers, okay? Now, I will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, youtube.com/Psychic Jackie. Join me there. And that will be your all signs for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? But today, we're talking about your other person, the person that you're watching for. You know, it could be your significant other, it could be your daughter, could be your, I don't know, your friend, whoever, okay? So it's if you're dealing with, is what I call it, if you're dealing with whatever sign. That's what we're doing today. And if you are coming in to watch and you're looking at a certain sign, if you will timestamp that, it would be great. Put it in the comments with the time and the sign. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It is free. And tell me who you are and where you're from. And, you know, same way with the follows and all like that, guys. I read your comments. I appreciate everything you do for me. Okay? So, if you're seeking a personal reading, it is JackieTomlin.com. And, of course, September specials are underway and regular readings as well. So, let's get into the if you're dealing with. Hello, folks. Who do we have here? We have Roxanne and Jean W. Alrighty. So this is your cross watchers video for if you're dealing with. So we're going to get into this. This will be Aries through Pisces. And see y'all again live tonight at 7 p.m. Okay. If you're dealing with an Aries. Let's see what your Aries is going through. They're taking back their power. They're putting the focus on them. They will get what they want. It's coming in a form they're not expecting. And they also are carrying some intensity and love. But I tell you what, they may have a little bit of a problem with their ego right now. Someone from their past is getting ready to return. They do have a problem with telling people no and letting people take advantage of them. They need to relax and take some downtime. They do have a new arrival of money, and we have quick moving energy coming into them. A lot of us do at this time. And Aquarius may or may not resonate with them. And whatever is going on between you and your Aries, I can tell you this, they blame you. The blame is being placed on you. So let's see what else we have going on for my Aries. Okay, this may be someone that has ghosted you. They may have worn a false mask with you. And I'll be honest with you, they're looking at a reconciliation, but they may deem you as toxic. Because like I said, it's a blame game. And Aries is placing the blame on you. Okay. Moving right along. If you are dealing with a Taurus, cross watchers, if you're dealing with a Taurus, what you can expect there. There is going to be, they're looking for a small wish to be granted. And they're also on a new emotional path. Taurus at this time, they kind of need to be warned of foolish decisions that they're making, okay? They do have some exciting news that's coming in. I really want to use the word excitement because I think this is something they were expecting. It says for them, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. It's a weakness, but something they need to work on. There is a confrontation here, okay? They are lashing out at someone. Taurus kind of needs to take the time to clear their energy and clear their thoughts. Whether they clear their thoughts and they'll automatically clear their energy. They do have new opportunities coming into them. The same thing. Something's going to be different than what they were expecting, but in the line of what they wanted. Now, I want to throw out that if you're dealing with a Taurus, they may be dealing with a Leo and a Virgo. Could be dealing with a divine masculine. They are heavily influenced by their friends. You may have a magnetic attraction to them. And your Taurus may be sticking close to home and find security in their family. Alrighty. Moving along. This is if you're dealing with. Let's go with if you're dealing with a Gemini. What do we have if you're dealing with a Gemini? Whatever reason, I see the color pink. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they are busy waiting for or working on a new beginning. They have a tendency to listen to themselves, make plans, but not follow through or not take action. They are definitely getting what they want, okay? They got it together. They are pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. They got a good business deal going on. And honestly, the gems need to emote. They need to emote. Good, bad, or indifferent, okay? They have a tendency to self-sabotage or hold themselves back. And they do so knowing that they deserve more. And right now, I think they fear that they've got someone taking advantage of them. And keep on with, if you're dealing with that Gemini, okay, they may be making travel plans. They have some upcoming decisions to be made. And they feel that they're being blocked by obstacles. And I think that some of them are waiting on their soulmate, sticking to the safety of home till that soulmate arrives. Hey, Q, how are you? Okay. Moving along, if you are dealing with a Cancer. If you are dealing with a Cancer. They're making plans for about 4 to 6 weeks out. They're digging deep for their patients. Some are reconnecting spiritually. Some are looking at a residential move. Let's see what else we got going on. They're holding on to a past upset. They're like beating a dead horse. There's something here they're not letting go of. They need to relax and take some downtime. They may be attending a live music venue, and they're expecting the arrival of some new money. Oh, same way. Cancers are blaming you. And nothing is ever their fault. It's always you. It's someone else. And they feel that most people around them are fake. So a little bit of in their ego. There is a lot of scattered energy at this time as they approach a new beginning in fall. I want to throw out that a Gemini or a Pisces may very well resonate. Okay. Continuing on, if you're dealing with a Cancer. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they are still on the mend. They're still heartbroken. Okay. They want true love, and they want all the signs and ramifications of everything that goes with true love. And they're working on their inner peace. But they are keeping tabs on you on social media. In more ways than one, is what I'm hearing there. So, there's that. Okay. If you're dealing with a Leo, what can you expect if you're dealing with a Leo? What's going on with your Leos? If you're dealing with a Leo, there's going to be a small wish granted, okay? Everything they want is within reach, but I'm not going to say they're not moving forward, but my Leos are procrastinating a lot. They're holding themselves back a little bit. They have a tendency to get into their feelings when they're down and out. They're not a sign that likes to be alone. They will get what they want, but coming in a different form. They also need to pay attention to their dreams at this time. They need some rest. I see a lot of restless sleep there. A lot of people surrounding them, and they're in an era of an ending and some new money coming in. And some of them may be switching jobs. They may be looking for a love, new love, or an intensity in love. Like I said, they're surrounded by a lot of people. The signs that jump out is another Leo, a Cancer, and a Virgo. May resonate with them. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Okay, continuing on with my Leos. Yep, they're looking for a new love. Sticking close to home. Family security. They're kind of under a healing energy. Now, some of them, I think it's more emotional than it is physical, but it could be physical for some of them. And some of them, there's been a breakup that they're trying to heal from. That is if you're dealing with a Leo. All right, moving into if you are dealing with a Virgo. How y'all guys doing today? It's hump day, right? Weekend be here before we know it. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Virgos, restless energy. They're holding themselves back. They know they deserve more. They're in lots of ideas running through them, and they're working and gaining, okay? They're working on a new beginning. They have a small wish coming into them, and they absolutely will get what they want. They got a lot of determination, a lot of drive around them. There's an ending here for my Virgos, and it's the emotion of, you know, if you need to cry, you need to know it's okay to cry, okay? And someone's taking advantage of you. They can expect a good business deal, but they need to push themselves out of their comfort zone, and they need to take the time to count the blessings, some that they have, some that they're coming in. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they need to take a little time just to pause, rethink their options, put a plan together. They may be dealing with a Cancer and or a Taurus if you're dealing with a Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there's a lot of happiness. They have that need for freedom. They need to get away, be able to do what they want. There's a magnetic attraction to someone they're absolutely drawn to. They're under the form of a spiritual healing, and they are seeking true love. Alrighty. On to if you are dealing with a Libra. If you are dealing with a Libra, well, they are looking for a good business deal. There's something here they need to let go and move forward. And some of you could be dealing with someone that's self-employed. They do have a stalker, and they will get what they want. They are separated from someone or something, and they're planning a trip out of state. Kind of proceed with caution. They're very emotional at this point in time, and they need to tell someone no. There will be a small wish granted for them, and they're coming into a fast pace, but whatever Libra is dealing with, they need to understand that there's going to be an upcoming disappointment that will lead to a blessing in disguise. And something to do with this trip out of state. Could be traveling with someone they don't usually travel with. Their ego is in the way, but they're on top of their game. And they're making excuses for themselves for not getting something done or not moving forward. They're making excuses for themselves. So if you're dealing with that Libra, there's some kind of pain that they're healing from. And for some of these, this could be a physical pain. Who they're waiting to hear from, they have not heard from. It's silence and no contact. There's also someone here they won't give a second chance to. There is some trust issues due to cheating. And they're willing to compromise, but not willing to sacrifice. There is a difference there. So up next we got if you are dealing with a Scorpio. If you are dealing with a Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they got some good news coming in about 7 to 10 days. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they could be dealing with another Scorpio as well. Someone close to them is coming in as an unexpected offer of assistance, but there is a real anger issue here that I see that they need to address. They are under an era of major changes that is going to guide them to the right path, but they're going to dig for their patience along the way. They are in process of a healing energy. They are in process of getting things under control. And I got some intense emotions regarding love here. Secrets are about to be revealed, a lesson learned, and they need to stop beating themselves up to move forward. Now, there's a lot of people surrounding my Scorpios here, but they may be dealing with, like I said, another Scorpio, an Aquarius, and very possibly a Pisces, okay? So if you're dealing with that Scorpio, we do have, we're looking at maybe the hookup and the one-night stand. They're trying to heal from a heartbreak. There is a live music venue, or perhaps they're a musician. And there's someone that they're waiting to hear from. They're also, I have a marriage connection. This may be they're separated, or divorcing or something to do with a marriage connection. Okay. Alrighty. Up next, we have, if you're dealing with that Sagittarius. If you're dealing with Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they have a small wish being granted. They're also making travel plans, and they are definitely going to get what they want. They're in a strong, powerful era of a new beginning. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, they've got a high drive for success, maybe very busy, and their delays are in their favor, okay? If you're dealing with that Sagittarius, they're constantly making things happen. Some things that they began in spring are now coming around to fruition. They're open to new opportunities. They're remaining positive. There's a little bit of brief flirting going on, possibly some date nights, trying to let go of their negative thoughts. Overall, they are high vibrational. They may be dealing with an Aries and or a Libra. May resonate with them, okay? If you're dealing with that Sagittarius, we do have, they're out looking for a good time. They're heavily influenced by their friends. And there's a storm. There's some turmoil brewing that they've got to deal with. And getting lost in music seems to inspire them. They're also waiting to hear from someone. Okay. Up next, guys, if you're dealing with a Capricorn. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, we also getting lost in the music, and they're taking some downtime. They may be on vacation, taking a couple of days off, or getting ready to do so. They are holding to on to an upset that is like to eat them alive, okay? They got a shift in energy coming up in the next 3 days to the better. Let's see. Someone close to them is coming in for an offer of assistance. They've got some trust issues here. Someone with deceptions and lies surrounding them, and they know it. So a lot of trust issues going on. They're seeking a new beginning. They are leaving the past, letting go, leaving. They're applying more effort to their goals in the future. And let's see, they may very well be dealing with another Capricorn, possibly a Gemini. But someone here they're putting the blame on, okay? And they need to expect unexpected company is what's coming into my Capricorns. Now, let's continue on with this. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, what's going on with them? Well, they may have ghosted you. They're about dating and meeting someone new. You could be dealing with a divine feminine. And it's all about divine timing. All about divine timing for the Capricorn. Things have got to line up and fall in place for them. And it's in the process of happening. But they know that. They are very much aware of that. Okay, if you are dealing with an Aquarius, this is my Aquas. You're dealing with an Aquarius. They have tons of decisions that they've been procrastinating on. It's time for them to make them. They are being used by someone. They are temporarily separated from someone or something. Someone from their past is getting ready to return, and they need to. There's a strong need to tell that person no. They are under a new emotional path, and they need to be warned of making foolish decisions. They've got new money coming in. They got a few people surrounding them, okay? Good luck and abundance is coming into them. There's date night coming up for my Aquarius, and they are making travel plans. I want to throw out that a Capricorn or a Gemini may resonate with the Aquas right now. Okay, so if you're dealing with an Aquarius, they have a lot of regrets over past mistakes. There could be a third-party influence here. They have real, true, genuine romantic feelings, and they do have that unexpected storm that all of a sudden shift in direction. Alrighty. Last but not least, let's go with if you are dealing with a Pisces. Thank you, Miss Jean. If you are dealing with a Pisces, what do we have here? We have changes, big changes. Some of my Pisces are looking at residential moves, okay? Spending some time by water. They got some past upsets that they are repeating or holding on to. It's like beating a dead horse, okay? We have someone you already know, someone that they know is going to help them out in more ways than one. We do have that they've got some big changes coming up in the next 3 days specifically, surrounded by a lot of people. They've got some trust issues going on too. Something they've been manifesting since spring is coming into fruition, and they just need to relax and take the time to laugh. They are in process of leaving something behind, closing that door and moving forward, and they need to apply more effort than probably more areas than one. Now, if you are dealing with a Pisces, I want to throw out a Cancer and or a Gemini. Perhaps another Pisces may resonate. Thank you, Miss Jean. I appreciate all of y'all. Hope y'all having a great day. If you're dealing with a Pisces, they are influenced by their friends. There is an argument, a storm, a little bit of a short temper. It's going to be very brief and passing. They may be attending a live music venue. Some of them are traveling, and it's about the divine intervention and taking the time to reflect. Also, there may be an ex-lover that surfaces with my Pisces. Gang, that's what I got going on for you. That is, if you're dealing with, that is your cross watchers. Now, tonight, it is Aries through Pisces, a quick collective. We open up for super chats. Excited super chat. If you're just looking for the super chats around 7:30 p.m., I'll say it's about the right time to come in. If you're new, please hit the subscribe and follow button. I greatly appreciate it. Drop me a line. Drop me a comment. Tell me who you are. Tell me where you're from. It does help with the collective readings. You guys have a super fantastic day, and I'll see you tonight again at 7 p.m. Bye.